Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Maverick here with episode 6 of assaultlily Bouquet. So, the Legion has fully formed, all 9 are here and complete, and as we can clearly see, they are kind of bonding with each other already. I do believe that there's probably a lot of other stuff that happens while off screen. We don't really get to see their day-to-day lives and whatnot, but let's just presume that they're all quite happy and progressing along with their relationships with each other. And at the foremost is, of course, our two main characters, Lily and Yuyu. Now, that being said, since everything is just going swimmingly right now, I think it's about time we see what they are capable of. It seems from the last episode's preview that this episode, we're gonna actually have a story from them. So, I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully we can get back to some awesome fighting scenes. Let's get into it. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Make sure I'm recording and all that. First year dormitory. No. The Legion is named after you. See, this is where they kind of messed up, because in the last episode, while they were showing her basic profile and all that, showing Lily's basic profile, they actually already named the Legion. It's named using her family name. And it's also the name of who we're seeing the ending song as well. The ending song from episode 1 to 4. And speaking of which, I am still waiting for all the other characters to have their ending songs as well, or character songs, if you will. That transition from the verse to the refrain, to the chorus, sorry. From the verse to the chorus. Verse, pre-chorus, chorus. My favorite is probably from the pre-chorus to the chorus. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah. See? Wow, and they have this room to them? So 2 second years, 7 first years. Probably not. Oh. Why do you have it? Oh, look at that. I'm hungry now. Representing 9 worlds. So, like, the planets in the solar system. Well, depending on whether you want to count Pluto, anyways. Okay, they're senpais. Okay. So Huge is coming. Well, how do they understand? If they, like, when... Alright, anyways. Okay, battle scenes. There we go. Well, I guess this is why they all need to be 9. Is that gonna be a flag? Oh. Oh. But her charm was... Look at that. What, was that a fail? But it worked in the end, didn't it? Yeah, okay. Never mind. Okay, I see. Yeah, if you're the lead... it should be capitalized huge. I wonder how many legions the school actually has. Their first sortie! Honestly, it's such a mouthful to say, though. Let's just call it the Hit Squad, right? I know that's not how it's pronounced, but I don't... Hitto, right? Hitsu. Oh no, wait, Hitsu. I don't care. I'm calling it the Hit Squad. Ooh. And what now? It's an old charm? Oh, it's her old charm. Okay, so we're instantly going back to still Yuyu's sort of a story here. I was expecting it to come up later on, but they really like to accelerate things along, don't they? And so potentially, yeah, never mind. What happens to dead ladies? Do the huge actually like eat them or something? And hey, is this the first time we're actually gonna see Fumi in action? Nope. Nope. I don't. Nah. Choose the main character. Now, where are the rest of the girls? Huh? Oh, she's getting traumatized. Oh, is she going berserk? Yeah, I think he's going berserk. Yep. There we go. How did she get out of it though? You know, you got a whole squad behind you. Oh. Ah. The power of a hug. There we go. I knew it. It can master a charm? Lilies are humans who have become huge. Okay. Okay, so if she continues to be berserk, she would literally be like a huge. Is that it? I mean, a lot of people are expecting some sort of Madoka Magica twist here, just because it's also made by, you know, like by Shaft and all that. Sorry, not. Okay. So the sort of head to head there from the opening is. I really wish they wouldn't translate it to Yuyu though, because. But I guess it's kind of hard to translate it. Okay. Yee. Oh. There we go. Still gotta take care of the huge. 9 worlds. Have you guys even practiced this before? So I guess Lilies just innately know how to do this? Who, me? That's what? Just do it, girl. I like how this is like like volleyball in a sort of way. So base so basically anyways, they just need to you know, pass for all 9 people. And then, of course, the last one is Yuyu. Do they... Is this the only Legion that needs, you know, 2 people to deal the finishing blow? But they are the Yuri combo after all. See, I feel like there is a way easier solution to all of this. Like, just have one Legion be the distraction while another Legion pulls the Nguyen Will strategy off. Wouldn't that work much better than them trying to, you know, to pass the ball around while fighting the huge at the same time? I'm just saying, guys. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like it's still the Yuri combo. Actually, let me just make sure if... okay, it's fine. I'll see you guys after this. Alright, there's still a little bit more after the end. Let's watch this together in 3, 2, 1, play. So basically just by feeding her, she'll repair them for her. So the huge are lilies after all. Is that the twist? Well, maybe. Alright. See you guys after this. Alrighty, that was certainly some food for thought at the very end there, like why exactly a huge is able to use a charm when, you know, charms can only be used when you form a pact, right? Now, obviously there is the more easier sort of explanation to all this, you know, the charms and, you know, all these magic and whatnot, they were derived from the huge in the first place, so of course they would be able to utilize the powers, or as I'm sure a lot of people are expecting and, or I guess not exactly expecting, but rooting for, I guess you could say, or you know, would be pleased by is the development where huge are actually fallen lilies or something of that sort, right? Which no, I scoffed at that kind of theory at the beginning. I was like, look, dudes, just because it's made by Shaft doesn't necessarily mean it has to walk down the same path as Madoka Magica, right? And yet, with this episode, with their sort of, the dialogue here, it's talking about how Lilies and Huge aren't all that different, except one has their conscience and one has their feelings, their emotions, and one doesn't. That sort of theory is gaining a little bit more traction here. At least the possibility of that happening is, I must admit, a non-minuscule amount now. So, hey, who knows? Maybe it is the same at the very end, and the Huge are sort of Lilies, or maybe Huge are fallen lilies, or maybe Huge can become lilies, or something of that sort, right? We know that these are all related some way, because there was literally no lilies and no charms until Huge came onto the scene, right? Humanity only learned of these sort of magic, or magi as they call it here, when the Huge came onto the scene. So, it does... it is logical to think that these two will be related somehow. It's just to what extent, right? Now, certainly, if it did turn into a situation where Huge and Lilies are related, and in fact, they might even be fallen lilies or something like that, I mean, sure, that would be a nice development, although very reminiscent of, again, some other series that we have, and that is famous for this sort of twist. So, I'm not really expecting either way. Let's just see how it goes. The other thing, though, is, so this is the Hitotsu Yanagi squad's first sortie out, right? First, an unofficial mission, but at least the first official takedown that they made. And yet, once again, I think that saying Hitotsu Yanagi's squad is such a mouthful. I'm just gonna call them the Hit Squad from now on, because I think that is nice and catchy and short, and everybody would understand, right? So the Hit Squad, they are now onto the scene, and they've already shown to be very capable, right, of taking down these Huge and whatnot, even on par with some more veteran legions there. I know I'm sure that they would argue that the veteran legion already weakened this Huge for them. But yet again, I just think that I'm just thinking about how inefficient they are actually fighting with all of this. So your most powerful attack is literally you using 9 members, passing a bullet, passing a sphere of magic or whatnot between 9 members, and really, culminating them together and then making this huge ball of magic, or that can be fired, or using melee attack, or whatever you want to call it, that is a huge attack that can take down a Huge, right? So if that were the case, I really think the more logical thing to do would be to have a rotation of 2 or 3 legions taking on a Huge at the same time. You would have the Diversionary Legion, you would have the backup and support Legion, and then you would also have the Legion that's responsible for charging up their attack and then, actually attacking, right? What happened to teamwork here? I just feel like that would make these things a lot more easier to do. Although I guess, again, perhaps I don't know. Maybe there are some other kinds of things in all this, because certainly we don't see a full squad of a full legion of 9 taking on a Huge every time a Huge appears, right? And throughout all these episodes we've seen so far, there were numerous times when there was only 1 or 2 lilies on the scene, and presumably the lilies can still be taken down by only 1 or 2 lilies, right? As we saw back in episode 1 and all that. So I guess perhaps this is only some sort of special tactic that is utilized if they are the only ones on the scene or whatnot. I'm just thinking that, especially against the situation where the Huge are coming out of the ocean, that they are being funneled into this one place, I would honestly have a rotation of 2 or 3 legions there always at the same time to have a firing squad and a diversionary squad, right? I feel like that would make much more sense than them trying to fight around and then also pass the magic ball whilst dodging the enemy's attack and whatnot, right? It's not like you literally need to charge it up with moving around or anything. You can literally have 9 of them stand in a circle and pass their magic around, right? So I'm just saying. Of course, I know that it's cooler this way, but anyways, let's leave it for now. So, in this episode, we also get a little bit more of Yuyu's concerns and whatnot. Certainly, her sort of complex that she has, having this sort of a berserker ability and whatnot. And again, we go through her doubts, right, as to Lily's actual authenticity, right? Whether or not she's actually utilizing her charisma, rare skill, and all that to influence others. Even if she wasn't aware of all this, that's still sort of kind of artificial in a certain way, right? Now, certainly in this episode, it seems that we've sort of smoothed over Yuyu's past trauma now in regards to, her biggest fear, her biggest regrets and whatnot. I think we kind of smoothed that over. But the suspicion that she still has, is that really truly completely gone? Hard to say. Perhaps it's going to come up again later on. I certainly wasn't expecting her, for her past trauma to rise up this early. I know it wasn't fully settled, but I was expecting it to come further on down the line. But, well, like I said, the anime certainly doesn't like to beat around the bush, and it directly is trying to, go through the entirety of Yuyu's story, her complex past, and so on and so forth, right? So I guess I don't really have too much to complain there. In terms of the actual battle, to be honest, I feel like this battle was a bit not on par versus the other sort of battle animation scenes. Even the scene between Shinling and who was that guy? Who was that girl? Honestly, it's so hard to remember all of their names. Yuja, right? Yuja and Shinling. The scene where Yuja sniped against Yuja sniped against Shinlin's shield, and so on and so forth. Even that, I feel like the animation was better. This one was a bit more, how can I say it? It was just passable. Nothing too spectacular to see in this one. So, but that's okay. This is only the first time, right? Their first instance of fighting against a huge together. I'm sure we'll have plenty of more opportunities in the future. So there you go. That's it for episode 6 of Assault Lily Bouquet. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time as well. Bye bye.